Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Benedict again from BJ Learn. And in this class, I want us to talk about reference queries. In the previous classes, we've talked about different topics. However, in this class, we just talk about reference queries as opposed to the order that we've been following. So, the best practices as a subtopic of load, advanced query capabilities, and data flows. We'll talk about them in later chapters. So in this class, we just talk about reference queries. So what are reference queries? So when we talk about reference query, we mean a way to create a new query that refers to an existing query. So it's essentially, or rather, essentially, instead of duplicating the logic of an existing query, you can create a reference query that inherits the steps and data from the original query. So this is useful when creating variations of data sets or performing additional transformations without work. So when you use a reference query, it maintains the original data but with transformation on the new data or query. So changes made on the original data is reflected on the new reference query, and then reference queries also avoid redundancy on Power Query Editor for efficiency. So let's try to do this practically. So first we'll connect to data source, and then we'll load. So I want to use the monthly sales to show how we use reference query. So we have sales data, then transform. So transform as a command take us to Power BI, other Power Query editor. So here we have our query. So first I want to change this query to something else, or rather to transform it. But this is not the query that I want, so I will just delete this. Then select a different query. So get data. I'll go to Excel workbook as our data source. Then I want let me use yearly sales. Then I'll use table one. Then we click transform data to take us to Power Query Editor. And then this is our query now. So within our query, I want us to key in the figures for where we do not have the right data set. So first we'll like now we have February. So today we'll just avoid the null. We'll avoid the null values, but where we have text data instead of numbers, I will change the text data to figures rather to numbers. So I want to replace the values. So I want to replace all the text data with 35,000. Then I will go to April also, replace values. Then I'll use 35,000. So 35,000 we are just using it as a standard amount, but not the actual sales. This is just an example. So this again will replace the June figure to 35,000. Again we'll go to August. replace to 35,000. Then again within August we have a figure here that is numbers, but it has been written in text. So we want to change it to numbers. So this is 39, 586. Then we go to September as well. We'll replace this figure here with 35,000. Then we move to, so now we don't have text data. So let's try to change the data type to whole number. So January is whole number, February as well has to be whole number, March is whole number, April we change it to whole number, and then we have May, we have June, also change it to whole number. We have July is okay, August we change to whole number, September to whole number, October, November, December is okay. And then now we have the applied steps. So this is the original query that we've done some few transformations. So we want to reference this query. Um, so whatever will change in the original query will be automatically changes whatever we have in the reference query. So to reference a query, we right click on this original data, then we'll click here reference. So we can change the name here to reference 1. Then now I want to unpivot these columns. So we right click and unpivot columns. Then we change the attribute here to months. Then this other one we change to sales. So these are sales values. So this is our reference one. So after using this, making this a reference query, so when we want to load this into Power BI, we don't need to load table 2 into Power BI. So we'll right click and disable load. So now when we load reference query 2, the only reference query 2 will be loaded into Power BI report, but table 2 will not be loaded. And then any changes within the original table will be reflected on the reference query. So we use a reference query. We want to do quite a number of variations in original data set, and then we are also supposed to take care of the number of reference queries that we are doing, because the data will not be optimal when we have quite a number of reference queries, because loading time will be taking too much time. So it will not be optimized. So we need to have a limited number of reference queries, as much as we'll need different variations of queries to do various data analysis. So let's try to load this to a Power BI report. So we'll come to home tab, then click close and apply. So this will be loaded to our Power BI report. So you can see it is only loading the reference query one. So let's try to do a report. You can do let's do start column chart, and then I want us to drag the year field and drop under x-axis or a y-axis well. Then the sales values you can drop under uh, y-axis. So here you can see we have our sales data, or rather our sales visual, sales report. Then now let's try to change the original uh, rather, we want to change values within the original data set and see if that one will be reflected within our Power BI report or the visual. So I will go back to where we have the original data set. Then let me go to a new volume D, then Power BI tools. Then it was yearly sales. So I will open this yearly sales. So this was the original data set. But what I will be changing here is I want to change this 1 million value. So this I want it to be 66,000 as opposed to 1 million. And the negative value, I will change this to let me say 30,000. Then I will click, or rather I will save. Then after saving, I need to go to Power BI desktop, or rather the report. Then we need to refresh the report so that the data that gives the report is also refreshed. So now we can see what we have. The data is refreshed. So it means that the original data has been refreshed, and since we had a reference query from the original data to the reference query one is also refreshed because it is the query that we've used to create this visual. So that was all about reference queries. So when we come back, we'll move to a different subsection of Power BI reports. So thanks a lot for watching, and let's meet again on the next video.